Hi there guys, I hope you are having a good day. Grab yourself a cup of tea and let's talk some boxing. Now, Anthony Joshua will be fighting on DAZN in the US for his next fight against Alexander Usyk, which doesn't really come as a surprise, but does it perhaps mean that he could be moving closer to a deal with DAZN in the UK as well? Maybe that's just reading too much into it because he is in a situation now where he can go with Sky, he can go with DAZN, he can go with pretty much whoever he wants. Anyone will want Anthony Joshua on their platform. Now, he does have an exclusive deal with Matchroom, which will be discussed before the Usyk fight, because obviously that needs to be tied up as well. According to Eddie Hearn, a decision will be made when it comes to that before his fight with Usyk, and we would expect him to stay with Matchroom Boxing. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean he's tied to either Sky Sports or DAZN. Just because Eddie Hearn is signed with DAZN doesn't mean that Anthony Joshua has to commit to that also for his UK fight deal. He can go to Sky, he can go to BT, because Anthony Joshua is essentially free to do whatever he wants. Eddie Hearn is employed by Anthony Joshua. Joshua is his boss. So he puts the fights together, he promotes him. But I think AJ has reached a point now where he is able to dictate what he wants. He can go to wherever he wants in the US or in the UK, and Eddie Hearn is still going to want to work with him. I mean, something similar, not the same, but similar, because I believe that there is a closer relationship between AJ and Eddie Hearn. But with Canelo and Eddie Hearn, they work together, but Canelo is free to go to whatever platform he chooses, because then he can get the best fight, like his next one against Caleb Plant. So that does work for Canelo, being able to go, okay, I'm going to go with DAZN because that means the fight will happen, or I'm going to go with PBC because that means the fight will happen. It puts him in a good position to be able to do that, but they do have to be at the top of the tree in the boxing world. AJ is there, Canelo is there, so they are able to do that. Dillian Whyte is even able to do that. I know that he's not on the commercial level of Canelo or Anthony Joshua, but still, he can choose where he wants to go. He's a big draw in the UK, so DAZN will want him, Sky Sports will want him, even BT Sports. I mean, when there was talk of him even moving away from Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren said straight away, Dillian Whyte, come and talk to me. Whyte never did, but still, the option was there because he brings value for money. And I have to say, I do see Dillian Whyte going with DAZN. I do see Anthony Joshua eventually going with DAZN. I think that just seems to be the way things are moving. AJ put a lot of stock in DAZN when they first started in the US. He chose that as his US platform. I mean, he could have gone with ESPN, which had bigger number of subscriptions and things like that. He could have gone with PBC in the US and still worked with Eddie Hearn. He had that choice, but he put a lot of stock in DAZN and put his faith in that platform. I would imagine he will eventually do the same with DAZN in the UK. It's going to happen sooner rather than later. His next fight though will still be on Sky Sports, and then I guess a decision will be made, because that is the last fight on his Sky Sports contract. So things will move quite quickly after the Usyk fight. I would imagine that there are no plans beyond September 25th, other than the ones maybe Eddie Hearn is looking at, but this is going to be a tough fight. There are no guarantees after that date. They need to focus solely on that at the moment. Nothing else really matters. Undisputed is there, a potential rematch with Dillian Whyte, Andy Ruiz. Other big fights are right there, but at the moment, this is a tough contender in front of him, an elite level fighter coming up from the cruiserweight division. So that is all that matters at the moment. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on this? Make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments below. Also leave a like and grab that subscribe button. Thanks, guys.